Begin. Broadcast. Humble Among Broadcast System number 190. Welcome. How do I sound? I'm going to need y'all's feedback on how I sound. Let me share the link. Hold on. Where's that fucking link? There it is. We are live. Oh no, Monoxide is live right now? Should we watch along? That's the real question. Should we watch along? Let's not. How do I sound? Let me know how I sound, y'all. We got a new mic set up here. Does it sound good? Does it sound like shit? Sounds wet. Okay. I'm gonna post this in a couple more spots. If you guys want to share the link out, post it in a couple of spots. Much appreciated. If you don't want to do it though, don't do it. You will be cursed. I am putting a curse on people who share the link who don't want to. So if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Hey, it's your life, you know. If you want that curse on you, you can do it. But you know, hold on. Enough of my bullshit. I got to share this thing. Steven, you're already fucking shit up. Get out of here. I guess live now. Just put a link. Whatever, man. I don't even know why I bother. All right, we're trying something different tonight. I'm experimenting with the format of the show, if you haven't noticed, if you haven't been paying attention. So I shared the link out. Once again, if you'd like to share the link, go ahead. But if you don't, you will be cursed. Let's start it off with a song while I roll this blunt, though. This is Fakin' the Funk by my homie Kosuke. It just came out on all your streaming gimmicks. Steven, you're fucking shit up. Get out of here.
I'm coming to slice and dice your bitch ass. Got a scythe on my back with some rice in it back. Bitch, I'm back and I'm looking for get back. Got an O on my body like Gilbert Arenas. I shoot after taking a step back. Yeah, these motherfuckers saying they down for the culture, but they better use all this wet rag. Bitch, we get that. You and all your crew think that you poppin'. Do this shit to fuel your ego. I ain't have no other options. Bitch, I'm out in Indiana ballin' out like Kobe Toppin'. Bitch, my chopper playing games. We hit your block and make your top spin. Stop it. I've been cracked at this like what my mama smoked. Raised on tuna in a can because my mama always broke. You don't know about no struggle, you don't feel the words I spoke. Had to get it on my own and then create 100 clones. They tryna fake the funk, but they ain't down to do the death. Soldiers at your crib, look through your window, see the infrared. Red dot on your shiny forehead, now your bitch is dead. Asked her if she wanna be with you, she said I'll die instead.
I want more Kosuke doing female voices in his raps.
Knock his ass onto the hardcore.
crew. Heard you was dissing, we coming for you. And if I whoop, you better whoop. Matter of fact, better hit me with a 2. Up in the stoop, making some heat for the culture. Been doing this shit since my youth. We see it through all of your phony ass rhymes, but you know that your ass will be lying. The shit that you drop is the reason that normies be thinking the Juggalo culture is dying. Bitch, I be waving the hatchet man up on the flag with my crew, and we gonna try and putting the culture rate up on our backs, like all of these pussy ass tricks in a line. I found my family, that's all that I need. You paint your face up for a show, but this is all that we breathe. I'm with my soldiers, leaving bodies out for the crows to feed. This ain't a hobby, this my life, this shit is everything. Y'all will do anything to make us think that you're one of us, but knowing what you do behind the screen fills me with disgust. I'm getting tired of you pussy boys straight faking the funk. I leave my soupy in the desert, let it bake in the trunk, little bitch.
Alright, blunt is rolled. Celsius is cracked. You know it's about to get real.
Effective, healthy blood.
No advertisements, god damn it. What the fuck is up? That's right, I have a mic. You like that beneath the dirt? I got a fucking mic. I hooked up the mic. I put the focus right and hooked it up to my computer. So, I was on Josh's channel, right? And on Josh's channel, we did a review of Toxic Avenger 2, right? And I was watching it back, and I hated the quality of my audio. And that's the first time I've ever rewatched something, and I've seen my voice, or I've heard my voice. I guess you hear sounds, you don't see them. I heard my voice, and it sounded like shit. It did not sound good. The quality was ass. So I got a fucking mic. This is my performance mic, or one of my performance mics. Now, do I keep using this? I think I might. Do you guys like the sound? I think it's got to be a better sound quality, right? Let me know. Yeah, it's been a interesting week. My homie Keith, aka Doc C, for some of y'all deep, humble among lore motherfuckers. Do y'all know about Doc C? Maybe a couple of y'all in here know about Doc C. I don't think any of my Juggalo homies have met Doc C. But if some of y'all know Doc C from Deep Humble Among Lore, Doc C is a local rap legend. He's a Vermont hip-hop legend. Big inspiration to me and contemporary to me when I was first starting rapping. There was another rap group. There was really... Let's go back in time. Let's do a little reminiscing. Let's go back in time 26 years. Let's go back in time 26 years to when I first started rapping. All right? That's right. 26 fucking years ago I started rapping. That's how old I am. I'm an old head. 26 years ago I first started rapping around here. And to my knowledge, there was no one else rapping around here. And then I found this group called Rhythm Ruckus. Rhythm Ruckus was the motherfucking shit. They lived a town over in Saxons River. They were the shit. They opened up for fucking old dirty Pug Dog Chronicles. Hell yeah, Carnage knows. They opened up for fucking Old Dirty Bastard before he died. Legendary shit, right? I hella looked up to these guys. I got to be really close with one of them. Really only after Rhythm Ruckus kind of dissolved. I mean, I guess I was close with both of them, but it's really not my place to speak on, but Rhythm Ruckus dissolved over some bullshit. I will say it's some bullshit. That other dude will never see this, so I could probably say what I want, but Doc C might see this, so I want to watch what I say, but that's some bullshit. And you know, we made a couple of songs together. He had this side project called Judas Booth. I did a couple of verses for Judas Booth stuff, which I was a huge fan of Judas Booth as well. Still am. So my homie Doc C came to town. He lives in New York City. He does a bit of acting work, a lot of like extra work, background work. He's in the Ninja Turtles movie in the background. You know, big shit. He was in a Super Bowl commercial. Big shit in the background, you know. But he's the homie, and he came over to hang out. I haven't seen him in like over a year or something. So it was really cool to see Doxy yesterday. I was dreadlocks. If we're talking about my hair then, it was dreadlocks. I was 100% rocking the dreadlocks. So we were hanging out. I think we're going to try to record some music while he's up here, which is cool. He made a couple of beats, and he said he wrote some rhymes for these beats, so I think we're going to try to make some music. So that's dope as fuck. Hella excited my homie Doxy's around, and yeah, I mean, during Geese Bumps. It was honestly probably during Geese Bumps that some of this shit was going down. That Judas Booth shit I recorded, it was probably before Geese Bumps. Y'all should look up Don't Shoot, Judas Booth. Google Judas. Maybe I'll play that at the end of this. I haven't heard that in years. Judas Booth, Don't Shoot, featuring Humble Among. If you want to hear one of the songs I'm talking about. He had an album called Judas Booth Young and Smooth, I think was the name of it. Look up Judas Booth Young and Smooth. I think I'm on 2 songs on there. I think I might be on the title track too. Yeah, Geese Bumps Behind the Paywall. Y'all successfully bullied me into feeling self-conscious about my old shit and wanting to hide my old shit. So, congratulations. Good job. You made me feel self-conscious. I can't tell if y'all really like Geese Bumps or you're fucking with me, all right? That's what it comes down to. I cannot tell the fucking difference. All right, the Celsius is kicking in. Yeah, Dungeon says he likes it. Dungeon says directly that he loves it. But the rest of y'all I'm not sure about, especially Cheese House. Cheese House is what we call in the business a rapscallion. What business? I have no idea. All right, let's get into some shit. First of all, rest in peace to Jonathan Joss, the voice of John Redcorn in King of the Hill. This is a really sad story. I'm going to really bring y'all down right at the start of the show. Jonathan Joss, the voice of John Redcorn in King of the Hill, passed away at the age of 59 after being shot in what I can only call a very hate-filled, homophobic attack. Now, here's the deal with how Jonathan Joss got shot. This is fucking sad, dude. So his significant other, his husband, released a statement that they were going back to a house to get some mail. They weren't living in that house anymore because neighbors had been threatening them to move out of the neighborhood, and they ended up burning down the house. They burned the fucking house down, right? So they're going to the house to get their mail that is still being delivered to the house, right? And then that's how dude got shot. That made me so fucking sad. Rest in peace to Jonathan Joss. Fuck bigotry of any shape or form. A lot of y'all are still out here. A lot of y'all are juggalos, claiming to be juggalos at least, and you're still speaking homophobic shit. I just saw today various examples of don't go on Facebook. That was my first mistake. I went on Facebook. Saw various examples of homophobic shit posted by claimed juggalos. I mean, what are we doing? Can we like not do this? It's fucking awful. It's fucking awful. I don't know who it was. It was a shell account. It was like what is it? You're gay for that meme account was one of them posting homophobic shit. You know, it's for funny ha-has though. It's hate for laughs, you guys. It's cool. I mean, can we just not do this? I mean, juggalos aren't going to fucking listen or care or whatever. It's still going to be funny to make fun of homosexuals or whatever. But can we not do this? What a horrible way to start off Pride Month, you know? And it's so tragic because the King of the Hill reboot is just about to premiere in August 5th. They released the opening credits gimmick to King of the Hill. So fucking sad, man. Rest in peace once again to Jonathan Joss. Amazing voice actor. One of the best parts about that show. What a great character John Redcorn is. Rest in peace. All right. We're gonna all right, I did this video about Shaggy bragging that you cannot cancel ICP while wearing a cowboy hat. Actually, I think he took the cowboy hat off by the time he said you can't cancel us, but this image worked too good to with the cowboy hat, so I had to keep the cowboy hat on. I also did another video. I forgot to get the fucking thumbnail for that. I did another video about Sandman and Shaggy kind of going back and forth on their respected podcast appearances last week. Sandman was on Legion of Skanks, where he talked about having heat for stealing a golf cart at the Gathering of the Juggalos, right? And Shaggy responded on the Shaggy Show saying, what heat? I mean, Shaggy didn't even know about this scenario. Manny definitely knew about it. I saw some people on Reddit or in the comments section of somewhere talking about their experience of seeing how fucked up Sandman was. And I forgot to ask in that video if you have any stories about how fucked up Sandman was, to leave them in the comments. So now that we're here, if you're watching this video right now, leave in the comments your fucked up Sandman story. I think that was supposed to be at the Super Gathering, from what I gathered. I don't remember him being at the wrestling show at the Super Gathering, but then again, I was drunk as fuck and I only stayed at the wrestling show for about a half hour before my sleepy, drunk, tired ass went back to my campsite. Real Jugs have no hate in our heart for anyone. Anyone spitting homophobic, racist, or any other hateful shit is on some straight Juff shit. LHRPG, thank you for the $5 super chat. And more importantly, the sentiment with that super chat. Yeah, man. What the fuck was I talking about? Sandman, I guess, before this. Oh yeah, let's get into the weed contest. So last episode, I announced 2 contests. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more time for the 7 giveaway box joke giveaway. Basically, to thank y'all for 7,000 subscribers, I'm going to send out 7 mystery boxes or packages. They'll probably be packages, not actual boxes. In each of them, I'm going to tell y'all what I'm going to try to put in each of them. I'm going to try to put at least 1 CD, at least 1 T-shirt, and at least 1 Humble Among relic. And not relic like relic in the chat relic. I don't know if relic's in the chat right now. But a Humble Among keepsake, something that I used to film a music video, say. Handwritten lyrics, say. Stuff like that, you know, just stuff that I got laying around that I don't fucking want anymore and I don't want to throw away, all right? Bullshit. I'm going to send you a bunch of trash, okay? I'm going to send you a bunch of fucking bullshit I don't really want. That's what other people do with their giveaways, right? The bunny suit has been located? Is this cap? Cheese, is this cap? I have handwritten, I'll give you an example, a very specific example. For the Painmaker video that we did, I could not remember my lyrics. Go figure. So by hand, I wrote out the lyrics to Painmaker for the first time. I hadn't written them out at all. They aren't even on my phone still. I wrote out the lyrics to Painmaker by hand, and I taped it to the wall. So you will get the lyric sheet, the tape, all of the cat hair that has stuck to the tape as a bonus. You can clone one of my cats if you really want, you know? Oh, yeah, shouts out to Percy Bones. Percy Bones got a dope new T-shirt that Dana did, Tara Bull did. Shouts out to Percy Bones. That's a dope design. I kind of wish I would have got the link for that, but here we are. Okay, so the second, yeah, so leave a, I'm getting way fucking scatterbrained. So leave a funny comment on this video or the previous Humble Among broadcast system, and we will, I'm going to pick, by me and the turd in my pocket, we're going to pick a 7 winners and send out 7 giveaway bundles, I guess I should say. At least 1 shirt, at least 1 CD, and 1 rare Humble Among relic in each one of them. Sound cool? Sound cool? Everyone down? Cool. Now, the second contest, which I only have 2 entries for. I need way more than 2 entries. And I think I have to disqualify one because it's clearly AI. No AI, I have to say. This has to be actual artistry. I'm doing a weed drop at the Gathering of the Juggalos. Me and this, the homie Matt, the scientist, he wants to go by. Me and Matt are doing a weed drop at the Gathering. He's growing it. I'm promoting it. We're selling it at the Gathering. It's called Legendary Lemon, and I have an update for you. This is from Matt. Oh, look at that. Let me get rid of that. There's the Legendary Lemon as she sits from a few days ago. So I only have, well, I guess really one submission at this point. Because I think I have to disqualify the one that's AI. I'm going to still show you the one that's AI because it's kind of funny. It's an AI picture of me, and I kind of look like a dirtbag. Matt went to weed college and has good weed. Yeah, he graduated first of his class at weed college. Dude definitely knows what he's doing. So, yeah, if you are an artist, though, Legendary Lemon is the strain. Try to incorporate aliens or UFOs or some bullshit. I don't fucking know. And with some lemons, put an alien on a lemon. Have an alien with a lemon head. You know, something like that. We'll do something like that. Yeah, I talked about Toxic Avenger 2 on Whoops Up, Whoops Down. Shouts out to Josh. That was a lot of fun. We're going to do Toxic Avenger 3 here soon, I think. I got to check in with Josh to see when we're doing that, so I make sure I saw that. Oh, yeah, there's some new stuff on the wall. That's the Above the Love Sign. That's from Diesel. Diesel Art. I think he goes by a fuller name than just Diesel Art. Diesel from New Jersey? I think it's Diesel from New Jersey. He sent that like way, way long ago. If you go back in the archives, he sent that back so long ago to the P.O. Box. By the way, I do have a P.O. Box. I forget to mention it on the latest episodes. If you would like to send fan mail, the Humble Among Fan Club is P.O. Box 731, Bellows Falls, Vermont, 05101. Once again, Humble Among Fan Club, P.O. Box 731, Bellows Falls, Vermont, 05101. Thank you. We do have fan mail. Yeah, I should call it fan mail. I do have a piece of fan mail. Someone wanted to send an actual letter, so expect next time hopefully we got an actual letter. There's so much shit I'm behind on, though. I need to edit vlogs. I need to finish this album. Oh, that's what I was told. That's one of the reasons I want to tell you all about Doc C. So I played Doc C a little bit of this album that I have. I have to finish. Really. I have to fucking mix and master the shit. This High Strangeness album that I have finished. That I mean, it's basically done. That's the crazy thing. I just have to mix and master it. I played some of the songs for Doc C when I was driving him home last night, and I realized, damn, that shit's fire. I mean, I love my own shit. I'll be honest. I love my own shit, especially before it's released. I really like my own shit. But I can't wait for y'all to hear this project. I know I've been teasing that I might not put it out, and I still might not put it out, but I can't wait for y'all to hear this project. Produced entirely by Devereaux, High Strangeness. Hopefully we'll be out before the Gathering of the Juggalos. Hopefully we'll have Psych Ward Soldiers out before Gathering of the Juggalos too. I got to do so much vlog editing, though. Juggalo Weekend is next on the docket. I'm going to do Juggalo Night Dallas really quick after that. And then, what is the other? Juggalo Ohio. I have to get those 3 out quick. I need to get those out fucking quick. I do want to cut a promo real quick about being grateful. I almost did a whole show like 2 weeks back. I almost called the show 2 weeks back. Be grateful. I think I almost called it Be Grateful. I forget what I changed it to, but it was some more clickbaity title, I'm sure. But I just want to talk about being grateful, man, because you know, like the sobriety episode that we just did. the 5 years sober episode that we just did. I cut a promo about how 5 years ago I wanted to be in the exact position that I am in now. And, you know, last night was kind of one of those moments where I'm hanging out with Doc C where I'm like, man, like, Doc C's asking me all these questions about some of the stuff that I've done in the past, like, couple of years. And, like, he's blown away. And it's just like, it was just a weird thing for me because I'm like, man, this dude that I looked up to and we were contemporaries, like, he's almost like looking up to me now in a weird way. And that was one moment where I was like, that was a very be grateful for the spot you're in moment for me, right? Another one, and I want to talk about another YouTuber real quick. This guy makes amazing content. Trigger warning, though. This guy's a burn victim. Straight up. This guy, his name is Him Kardashian. All right? He got a goofy name. He's a funny dude. Him Kardashian is a young man who was in an auto accident, which is something that hits close to me because my mom died. My mom died from getting hit by a car, and I'm you know I have some issues with cars and auto accidents. Let's just say. What's up, buddy? You got a toy for me? Well, Him Kardashian, he was in a horrible car accident. Not his fault. Someone going like 115 miles per hour hit him and caused his car to explode in flames. He escaped with his life, but, I mean, he's got burns all over his body. And this dude's attitude is unbelievable. For what he's gone through, I mean, it's crazy. It's commendable to me. His attitude is like it never happened almost. And he's making the best of what he's got. And from now on, I got to think about him. I got to think about Him Kardashian because, I mean, he's going to make the most of his life, and he's probably going to be successful too because it's really in the attitude. That dude could have gone the other way. He could have given up and been like, fuck everything, you know? My life's ruined. He's not acting that way. He's still trying to go to school. He's still trying to wear fly-ass clothes that he wants to wear. He still wants to swag out. He still wants to talk to people and be social. He's not letting any of that shit bother him. That's commendable as fuck, man. Shouts out to Him Kardashian. Much bigger YouTuber than me. I'm sure he'll never see this, but I just wanted to talk about being grateful a little bit because, I mean, if he's in that situation where like 90% of his body was burned or something crazy like that, and he can still, you know, get the most out of life, what's your excuse? You know, what's my excuse? Fuck you. Fuck you out there. What's my excuse for being a little entitled shithead? You know? Man. All right, anyway. Be grateful. Be grateful, you know? Speaking of being grateful, Clockwork E posted that they didn't get a gathering invite this year. And, you know, they here's my thoughts on it, right? And they made a couple of posts on their personal accounts, and I saw people flooding the Shaggy Show chat, you know, demanding Clockwork E at the gathering, one of these last Shaggy Show streams. Here's my thoughts on it, though. And this is no disrespect to Clockwork E, right? This is no disrespect to Clockwork E. But people want to say, people criticize the gathering. First of all, the gathering isn't about the lineup in the first place, but people will criticize the gathering in the past 4 or 5 years. A lot of people will criticize it saying it's now the gathering of the openers, right? They just fill up the lineup with a bunch of opening acts, a bunch of buy-on acts. They just sell a bunch of buy-ons. You know, this is the attitude that a lot of people have. Now, if it's truly going to be the gathering of legends and you want them to fill it out with artists like they did back in the Super Gathering, then that means Clockwork E won't get a spot this year. That's just the way it is. And this is no disrespect to Clockwork E. I like to consider them the homies, even though they want to make promo using me to make fun of me to promo their tour. Nonetheless, I like to consider them my homies. Had really long conversation with Kyle at Juggalo Ohio 3. Very nice dude. I love Billy. Billy's a nice dude. I don't mean any disrespect by this, but I just want to point out the double-sided, the two-face, not two-face, what's the right, the both sides of the coin, let's just say, of this. If you really want bigger artists at the Gathering, then some of these openers are not going to get booked this year. You know what I mean? Now, we're going to talk more about this subject as we go on later because the Gathering lineup isn't out yet. I have an idea of the timeline of when I would expect the Gathering announcements to start. I know I've seen a lot of people out there saying that they've seen the lineup and all that shit. It's a big meme in the community right now. I haven't seen no fucking lineup. I think the only people confirmed at this point is ICP, Ouija Mac, probably R.A. the Rugged Man because his DJ Lala, leaked that they would be at the Gathering. Is there anyone else confirmed? I know Tech is heavily teasing it. I don't know if anyone else is confirmed, though. We're going to talk about this later, but I have stats on when they dropped announcements last year. I'm going to go over those when we get to the Lost Lands portion at the very end. But let me keep going with my let me go with my notes a little bit longer here. Let me see where the picture stack is. Oh shit, yeah, I think we're on track. So check these out. These are sold out, by the way. I think they're sold out. Creation. The same Creation from Violent J's song about the Creation song. That same Creation released some bootleg Hatchet Man Hello Kitty shirts this past week that sold out real fucking fast. I was trying to score one for Emily as a surprise, but they sold out real fucking fast. I just wanted to show you guys this because I thought it was fresh. Isham on tour coming soon. Hopefully Isham will be at the Gathering. I would imagine Isham will be at the Gathering. Who fucking knows? Violent J Stalker song, yes. How? I mean, if if they really want to cancel Violent J, why wouldn't they just go after the Creation song? Holy shit. You could probably cancel Violent J a lot easier with the Creation song, right? I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not. Shit, man. All right, let's talk about this real quick. I'm sure I have more information about this at some point when the show actually is coming up. But Kosuke, shouts out to my homie Kosuke, coming through with the exclusive. You can't get anywhere. You can't get this news anywhere else. I guarantee you. Guarantee you won't get this news anywhere else on any Juggalo podcast. They're going to maybe talk about it after we talk about it, but I guarantee you can't get this anywhere else. Shouts out to Kosuke for this. One Man Crew. You guys know One Man Crew? Well, he's apparently been trying to put himself over in the deathmatch circle, right? He's trying to get his chubby little legs into the deathmatch rings around this country, right? He's actually booked for a pretty big deathmatch promotion called Circle 6. I'm sure some of you you more hardcore wrestling fans know Circle 6. I think I've only seen one Circle 6 show myself, but pretty good promotion if you like deathmatch shit. He's going to be in a deathmatch against Masada. Now, my immediate question to Kosuke is like, bro, is this a setup? Are they going to shoot on this motherfucker? I mean, Masada don't play. I've seen some really violent Masada shit before. He does not fucking play. Bro. So July 26th is that match, is when the match is supposed to happen. I want to put it out there. I'm probably going to make a whole video about this because that's the big stinker that I am. when it gets closer. Juggalos, show up to this Circle 6 show. You know what I mean? Let One Man Crew know he fucked up. Let him fucking know. I want nuclear fucking heat for that piece of shit when he comes out and gets himself bloodied the fuck up, all right? July 26th, Circle 6. Juggalos, show the fuck out. Yell mean things at One Man Crew, because that's a fucking piece of shit right there. Speaking of pieces of shit, Kid Rock. I haven't watched this full clip. Let me get this loaded up. Kid Rock. I got some Kid Rock shit for you. Oh, he's gonna get more than what he wants. I don't think he expects Juggalos to show up to Circle 6. He's not promoting it on Juggalo Reddit like he does his other bullshit. But I don't know, maybe you're right, Cheese. Maybe he wants that to happen. I don't think he wants to get fucked up and bloodied in the ring, though, the way he's gonna. The way he's probably gonna. I don't think he wants that. I don't think he wants a mass transit incident in the fucking ring. I don't think he wants that. Kid Rock wants Eminem. Hold on a second. Kid Rock wants Eminem to sit down with Trump. And I have a question for you after I play you this clip. Make that a little bigger for you.
The next dinner going to be Eminem?
Could be. You never know. I don't know.
You're both from Detroit?
Maybe
Both rap a little bit?
maybe I got to prod him again a little bit. You know, I think bringing anybody in that situation, just even if they say, like, I hate your politics, I don't like what you do, but just to break bread and be like, hey, we don't got to beat each other's freaking throats all the time. You know, hating each other, like,
boy, he looks
trying
rough.
to cancel each other and all that crap that's been going on for way too long. It's like, man, we can just be reasonable. We can, I mean, it's all this cliche.
That boy got that Dale Gribble fucking throat cancer throat. He got that throat where right before you get the tracheotomy throat. He got that COPD throat.
Look, agree to disagree. Like, means something.
The next dinner going to be Eminem?
Kid Rock wants Eminem to sit down for dinner with Trump. What do you think is more likely to happen? Eminem sits down for dinner with Trump, or Eminem sits down with dinner for the insane clown with the insane clown posse? What do you think? What do you think's more likely? Chat? Chat? Let me know what you think. I think Trump's more likely myself, but I don't know, maybe? Who do you think he would be more likely to sit down with? If he was given the choice, you have to sit down and have dinner with either Trump or the insane clown posse, Eminem. Who would he pick? Who would he pick? Motherfucker looking like the Crypt Keeper. I know, he's all cowboyed out. Trump for the promo? Yeah. You would think ICP, but he didn't even show up for a bowling game. With all a D12 with him to back him up, he didn't show up for a bowling game. Bowling match. What do you call them? Games or matches? I don't know. All right, anyway. Let's go through the notes some more. And more Trumpito news. Trump pardons NBA YoungBoy. This is a little bit of old news now, but I put him in the notes about a week ago. And that's wild. That's wild. Even wilder is he commutes the sentence of Gangsta's Disciples co-founder Larry Hoover. That's fucking wild. That's even crazier. So, I mean, maybe Trump will sit down with Eminem. Elon Musk stepped down from Doge as leader of Doge. Did Doge even do anything except for allegedly cut spending on a bunch of shit? And I mean, what happened to those $5,000 checks we were all supposed to get, huh? I could use that $5,000 for sure. I can fucking mix and master this damn album. Oh, Frankie Goldie with the super chat. $4.99 Gloom Unit Murder Gloves this Friday. That's right, Gloom Unit got a new single called Murder Gloves coming out this Friday. I think I got a couple of clips to play, y'all, to promote that. Some video game-esque clips that I don't think we actually played on here, so I'm going to play those in a little bit. Thank you for the super chat, Frankie Goldie. Frankie just opened for, what was it, Kung Fu Vampire, I believe, this past week. Frankie, how did that go? Let us know in the chat. We all want to know. There was another Larry Hoover story. I forget what it was. I was going to put that in my notes, too. Oh, that's what it is. That fucking, what's the name of that Jake, that Jake guy who, I forget his fucking name. That Jake guy on YouTube who fucking, bus rappers for snitching. He tried to come for Larry Hoover. I don't know if you guys saw that. He tried to act like he had paperwork on Larry Hoover snitching back in the 60s or some shit. But it was from the very racist Chicago paper at the time. So he literally took some very biased news article, racist leaning news article about Larry Hoover allegedly snitching on his friend, and tried to fucking throw Larry Hoover, of all people, under the bus for clout, and backfired on him pretty fucking bad. Really backfired on the dude. The guy that Larry Hoover even allegedly snitched on, I saw, came out on a podcast and was like, bro didn't snitch on me. So if the dude he allegedly, 1090 Jake, thank you, Relic. 1090 Jake is who, a.k.a. Bobby Hill, exactly. Grown-up Bobby Hill. The reboot's coming, by the way. Rest in peace, John Redcorn. Joss Johnson, once again. Jonathan Joss, god damn it. Yeah, fucking, that was an epic fail on 1090 Jake's part. Okay. I guess I got a little bit of Nathan Fielder shit to talk. Nathan Fielder's The Rehearsal is over, but I'm still going to talk to y'all about Nathan Fielder and why you should be watching Nathan For You in The Rehearsal. Nathan went on CNN this past week and really went hard against the FAA. He called the FAA dumb on CNN like 3 different times for them not wanting to listen to Nathan. To catch you up real quick, Nathan has found seemingly a pattern of behavior where the secondary co-pilot is basically afraid to bring up something possibly disastrous happening in the cockpit, causing an actual major accident to happen. He noticed a pattern of that happening in major airline accidents. And so he was trying to actually, like, fix the problem. But, yeah. He called the FAA dumb, basically, for not wanting to listen to him. I've seen a couple of things since we've last spoke. We were watching some Bar Rescue. I watched a couple of episodes of Darren Brown's The Experiments on Peacock, which I had seen the first episode, I think, on YouTube. If you've never seen Darren Brown, do yourself a favor. I got to imagine Nathan Fielder is a fan of Darren Brown. Shit, Josh, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Whoop, whoop, Mad Clown Love. Can't wait to watch Toxie 3. We're trying to do that this month, right, Josh? That's the plan? Look, Josh, I got a new mic because I hated the way I sounded on the last episode we did. I got a mic. I got a mic for the podcast now. You like that? You like that? Bar S Rescue. That's right. That's right. Bar S Rescue. Bar S Rescue would be Shaggy Two Dope showing at hot dog establishments around the country and the world, and insisting that they replace whatever hot dog that they are serving at their establishment with the disgusting Bar S hot dogs. I think that's what Bar S Rescue would be. Bro, Nathan Fielder at the Gathering. Nathan Fielder for main stage, please. Nathan Fielder being very uncomfortable by a bunch. Nathan Fielder feeling very uncomfortable on main stage, please, and thank you. Yeah, he has to be a fan of Darren Brown, though. Darren Brown is a magician / illusionist who really likes fucking with people. And it's like on some other shit. Check it out. It's fucking mind-blowing. I've also kind of been on a short-form horror kick, I guess you could say. I've been watching the Creep Show series on Shudder a little bit, and I've been watching some old Tales from the Crypt shit. I was actually watching some Tales from the Crypt YouTube recaps that made me really want to watch Tales from the Crypt. So I've been doing a lot of short-form horror shit like that. I watched the very first episode of Tales from the Crypt. I think I'm going to go through and just watch the show. But the other night, I decided I was going to watch Demon Knight, the first Tales from the Crypt movie, which I hadn't seen since that shit fucking came out on HBO back in the day. I think I watched that shit on HBO back in the day when it finally came out on HBO. Boy, that movie's fucking fun, man. I was unsure how that would hold up, Demon Knight. If you want a campy, fucking over-the-top, practical effects heavy horror movie from the 90s, check out Demon Knight, especially if you like, I don't know, really over-the-top shit. All of the demons have, like, really bright neon blood. I don't know if that was a way for them to maybe get... I don't know why they did the neon blood, honestly, because there's so many titties in Demon Knight. There's so many fucking tit scenes in Demon Knight. There's no way that they were trying to go for a PG-13. But, yeah, the green neon blood is so fucking dope. Billy Zane as the main heel? I mean, come on. Come on. Demon Knight's as shit. Jeez, you bring up a good question, because at the end of the movie, I was like, who was the knight? Who is the Demon Knight? It is at night. It definitely is at night. They're almost like vampires. You could do a really good double feature. You could do a really good double feature with Demon Knight and From Dusk Till Dawn, honestly. Because at one point they mentioned we gotta wait till morning. And at that point I'm like, this is very much like From Dusk Till Dawn. Baby! What you got? No, I'm good. I already tried it. Thought you had something new for me. She made chocolate pudding cake earlier, and it's fucking good. It's like a giant gooey brownie. What else have you made this week? Peanut butter jelly cake, baby? Yeah, orange creamsicle cupcakes. Coconut cake with lime curd and raspberry what? Mousse. Yeah, she's going crazy with the fucking baking still. All right. I'm gonna go through the list here. WWE released R-Truth and Carlito. A lot of people really pissed about R-Truth getting released. Not so many people care about Carlito getting released. Apparently, they offered R-Truth a lowball offer, and he turned it down. Purely speculation, maybe R-Truth shows up at the Gathering this year. I know Jay was just talking about how they offered R-Truth a record contract on one of these recent appearances, one of these recent interviews that comes up. So could R-Truth show up at JCW at the Gathering? I don't know. Purely speculation. Could he show up at one of these June tour dates coming up? Purely speculation. Like I was saying earlier, Lost Lands did their early lineup, their early arrival lineup, and the full lineup. I'm gonna bring that up to you guys here in a second. The new metal band Primer 55 seemingly reunites. I think they're going on a tour. That's dope. Primer 55 is the shit. If you like very rappy new metal, check out Primer 55. Aesop Rock dropped Black Hole Superette, his new album. I listened to a little bit of that, like half of that. Pretty good concept album, some catchy ass shit. Always a fan of Aesop Rock because I just like the way he fucking flips shit. Mutiny, shouts out to Mutiny, dropped a music video for Day Zero Kosuke dropped a song, Faking the Funk, that you heard at the beginning of the show. Seigan Umo is going on tour, I believe, with Percy Bones for the America part of that run. Acetone Boogie dropped Double Dosin as a surprise single, I guess. Let's see here. I think I have these teasers to play y'all here now. Yeah, we got these teasers, I believe.
Dancing.
Whoa, it's huge. Still huge. There we go. No, don't you do that.
Your neck, they screaming bloody. Dancing around in my blood. Maybe this is a song about love. Baby, written all over these pages of suicide notes from the mind of a jug. Lately, all I've been feeling is rage, and all I can speak on is hate. Swallowing hella narcotics, my only escape from these shackles and chains.
All right, and then there was a second one I think this one just dropped.
That murder, put that hatchet to your neck, they screaming bloody. Dancing around in my blood. Maybe this is a song about love. Baby, written all over these pages of suicide notes from the mind of a jug. Lately, all I've been feeling is.
So, Murder Gloves dropping this Friday. Shouts out Frankie Goldie for the $4.99 super chat. All right. Oh, yeah, I wanted to play this Darby one, too. This shit was funny to me. I liked this a lot.
I'm world-renowned idiot Darby.
Darby, more content like this,
Hi.
please. I like this a lot.
I'm world-renowned idiot Darby O'Trill. And people always ask me,
Yo, Darby, what's this shovel thing all about?
well, I'm here to tell you, I don't fucking know.
Darby once again teasing a new album that is closer than you realize. I believe it was something like that he tweeted. Lazy and Crazy mystery boxes were up. There's a new Lazy and Crazy drop, I think, that just happened earlier. A summer collection came out earlier. Ouija and Sinister are definitely in the studio. Ouija says he wants to drop another album already and that there's an announcement Friday. A new album already? You think he could be announcing a new album already? I mean, the Chlorine announcement came so fucking fast, it shocked me. I would not be surprised if dude has another album already. All right. I think we got... Oh, yeah, I was going to ask about this. This was supposed to come out today. I believe this was supposed to come out today. I don't think it's on streaming, but... Grim the Kid dropped, or supposed to drop the Outlands, I believe, today. I'm on a track on here, but I couldn't find it, so I got to check in with Grim the Kid. But I think there might have been a delay with this. So, yeah, dropping soon, I would assume. Here's the new Another Summer in Hell flyer with the 3 added dates. I think it was like Portland, Virginia Beach, and something else. All got added to the Another Summer in Hell tour. And also, dates are already selling out for the ICP June tour, which Ouija Mac is not opening for. That's why old Ouija is going on tour for this one, because they're kind of some overlap here. This is only a week away. And that shit kicks off in only a week. That's crazy. In Nashville, Tennessee, at the Brooklyn Bowl, it kicks off only a week. When is that? Next Tuesday. So, yeah. I guess if Shaggy don't stream tomorrow, he's probably not going to stream for a minute, because I can't imagine he's going to stream next Tuesday. Yeah. Huh. We'll get to that when we get to the Shaggy Show stuff, though. JCW Lunacy, episode 35 dropped, and goddamn, I don't know what is going on with that thumbnail, but it is frightening. JCW versus GCW shows were announced. And I think we talked about that a little bit last time. Oh, yeah, ICP at Bonnaroo on this tour and Summer Smash on this tour. Here we go. This show going down. Shit, that's this weekend. Cage of Survival 4. We might have to watch this. Cage of Survival 4. Team GCW versus Team JCW with Violent J. In the cage? I wonder if this is in the cage. And then at Summer Smash weekend, Summer Slam weekend, there is a GCW show Friday, August 1st that goes into a JCW show. And fuck, I had the flyer for that. I fucked up and didn't get the flyer for that. What's the name of that show? How did I miss that flyer? Oh, there it is. Powder Keg is the name of the JCW show that will be going down. So, yeah, one after the other. A GCW show spilling into a JCW show. Really interesting. Really interesting. Yeah, emo fight, right? I got to ask Kosuke what's the gimmick with emo fight. I'm not quite sure what emo fight is. Star Spangled Slammer. This is an ALW show going down. I know the Backseat Boys are very excited about this show, so I wanted to promote that for them again. I think this is the second time JCW will be sort of invading ALW. I think they did another show earlier this year or last year. Also, ICP is asking for help with this JCW book. So if you have pictures of ICP wrestling in WWE, WCW, ECW, XPW, ROH, TNA, if you have any of your own pictures that you took that you would like to even possibly be in the book, hit up ICPJCW book at Gmail and send those pics. You might be in the ICP coffee table book, which would be fucking nuts. All right, here we go. Here's the full Lost Lands lineup. You're excited, babe, about Wonky Willow, right? That's your number one that you cried over? No, Recno is the returning one, right? That's the one that caused you to cry, though, in the kitchen? Right? It was kind of just the overwhelming. Yeah, Emily cried when the Lost Lands lineup dropped. Yeah, no import. Well, I didn't know. But yeah, Recno is definitely your number one, you would say. Smokeland, Tape B, Sippy, Smith Dot, the reverse, the alternate, the dubstep version of Dot Strife. Oh, LS Dream too, right? Yeah. So the full lineup, though, they dropped the full fucking lineup of Lost Lands. Lost Lands happens at the exact same place that the Gathering of the Juggalos happens, a whole month later than the Gathering of the Juggalos. Now, they dropped their full fucking lineup already. Now, here's the thing with the Gathering. The last few years especially, they've been a lot slower with the Gathering announcements. Last year, they didn't announce anyone until June 15th. And then they started their daily announcements where they would announce either an artist, an event, a stage, and whatever. They would announce one thing a day, starting with June 15th, I believe, with Mercules. And this blew my mind when I looked this up. They didn't drop the full lineup. Let me find it in my notes again. They didn't drop the full lineup until July 29th last year. So that's wild. That's wild that they waited that long. Hopefully they drop it a little earlier this year. I would imagine it's going to come a little bit earlier. I feel like it has to start pretty soon. I feel like we're going to start getting announcements soon, especially if Clockwork E got their denial email. You know, they're sending out the denial email, so there must be wrapping up the booking process, if you will. Shit, I gotta go back. But yeah, when does the shit drop? I don't know. But I have to imagine that it's going to be a pretty stacked lineup. I have to imagine we get a lot of crazy shit. Still have my money on Ice Cube. Still have my money on Cypress Hill for some reason. 3-6 Mafia I have my money on. Let's see. I think Tech Nine's a safe bet at this point. Young Wicked for the Gathering, yeah. I don't think that's happening. Do you think anyone from M&E gets on? You think it's possible that anyone else? Twisted already made their, Jamie Madrox made his very big dramatic post about it. Do you think anyone from M&E gets that call? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Zool? Does Zool even get that call? They just worked with Mikey Clark. Could that be enough? Kind of doubt it. I don't know. You have to wait and see. Maybe it will be a lot of, here's the thing. What if it ends up being a festival full of legendary hip-hop acts? What if they literally fill out the festival with legacy hip-hop acts? What if they turn it into more of a, sort of like a Rock the Bells, but for more obscure rappers? You know what I mean? What if they do that? What if that's how they change up the Gathering of Legends concept? I don't know. It's just me speculating. Purely speculation live, guys. Yeah. Let's see. There was a High Spots auction ICP interview that I took notes on, but nothing really crazy was there. It was a really, I guess I would say watch it because it's pretty entertaining. It's only like 10 minutes long. But the interviewer did really short form questions, like almost like filling out a survey type questions. It was just like, who's the better driver? Who's more of a people person? It's like literally like job interview questions and shit. Like at a certain point, who's better at handling stress? These are literal questions from this interview. So nothing crazy came out of it. There was also this Loudwire ICP interview backstage at Sonic Temple where they talk a bit about nu metal bands that they like, rock bands that they like. Grunge gets brought up obviously because Jay's a big grunge mark. They tell a story about being backstage working a Rage Against the Machine early show, and Jay feeling like he couldn't say hello to them. He's like, oh, I'm in the music scene. I can't say hello to them, and kind of regretting that later on that he didn't say what up to them. Yeah, Shaggy saw them at another show at the State Theater. I think Jay was working St. Andrews. Shaggy saw them again at the State Theater, opening for House of Pain, and said that they blew them the fuck off the stage. Yes, that was about it. Jay talks about Korn. Shaggy says it was the hardest shit he ever heard when it came out. Shaggy also says that the album is coming out April 12th, which is in the past. Or next year, maybe April 12th of next year. All right, I think we're going to get into the Shaggy Show stuff, and we're going to wrap this up. All right, this is Shaggy Show from Thursday, May 29th. Starts off muted. They're calling it a podcast now officially. Manny cuts his Hello Dare promo live. Shaggy tried to do the Ringmaster era paint for this stream, but it's a little too fat. He needs to skinny up the line work a little bit, or the eyebrows a little bit. The curves, I guess you could say, a little bit. Says it needs to be thinner. Manny says that maybe his head used to be thinner. Shaggy used to do both of their paint, both of ICP's paint. And he says, imagine if I still had to do that, which really makes me laugh. The idea of Shaggy taking a phone call from Violent J being like, bro, I got to do some cameos. Can you head over and do my paint real quick for me? Like, there's something really funny about that. That really did tickle me listening to that. Shaggy says the makeup company that they use is out of business. I don't think it is, though. It's Marone, right? They use Marone, right? I don't think that's out of business. Lex the Hexmaster isn't even on M&E anymore, so I guess. But I don't know. Is he big enough? Is Lex the Hexmaster big enough? Like, if you're not booking Clockwork E, is Lex the Hexmaster big enough to be booked over Clockwork E? I don't think so. No disrespect to Lex either, but geez, I don't know. I would think you'd book Clockwork E over Lex the Hexmaster, you know? I don't know. Let's see. Shaggy gets a call live on air from Parker from D-Town Customs. Says he sent him money for a new Hatchet Man necklace with red diamonds on gold. They get a hype chest. Shaggy wants to give away the golden Trump shoes really bad, so he lowers the hype train giveaway threshold to level 10 in an attempt to give away his golden Trump shoes that nobody wants. Wants to give away the zip-up Billy shoes to YouTube, the regarded Billy shoes, the ones he got clowned for. See, they're not just... Ooh. Let me see here. He says, see, they're not just for autistic kids and Down syndrome kids. There's a Patreon update. They're going to do a Patreon stream or taping at the Gathering with Scotty D and some other people. So expect maybe like a Shaggy Show Fago Lovers collab of some point, of some kind. I think he said Scotty D and some other people would be on this Patreon streaming gimmick where I think they're going to try to Mystery Science Theater a movie. Shaggy has a cold. I do too, kind of. I think his cold got worse because they canceled the show yesterday. The stream yesterday was canceled due to sickness. Sean Barrett, country singer. There's a guy that looks like Sean Barrett who's a country singer. Someone in the chat brings up Michigan lefts, and Manny thinks this is Juffs for some reason. Justin asks if they're talking about liberals. Apparently a Michigan left is a very odd turn because of the way the roads are, where you kind of have to, it's almost like a roundabout where you kind of have to like go a little bit ahead then turn back to make a turn. Very bizarre, a Michigan left. But yeah, not a political thing, by the way. Specially made by this ninja that specially made ninjas. Is a quote from Shaggy that's really funny. Extended Panda Express talk. Dueling racist white rice impression. I guess it wasn't. I guess it kind of is an impression. Anyway, Justin tries to move along very awkwardly from the white rice, dueling white rice impressions. Manny orders crab cheese when he goes to Chinese food restaurants. There's a lot of confusion over this because they think he's meaning crab rangoons. No. He means crab cheese. I think he means he orders the actual filling of crab rangoons. I think Manny goes into a Chinese food restaurant, says, yo, can I get the crab cheese? And he gets a container of the of the crab rangoon filling. Crab and cream cheese, right? That's what's in them, right? He says crab cheese, and there's a whole thing about it. It's a whole section of the show. I don't know. I think he just gets the goop. I think that's what he's saying. He goes in and he orders crab cheese. It's a whole thing. They talk about egg rolls for a little bit. There's a moment where Shaggy almost uses a slur, but he catches himself. He says, that's because you're a... I can't say it. Should I find that? Oh, I don't know if I should find that. You guys want to see Shaggy almost say a slur? Yeah, I'm going to find it. Hold Whoa, it says I'm not connected to the internet, but I am.
Or or something, you know what I'm saying? Or like hot dogs.
Well, I think.
Oh, if you put a hot dog in an egg roll.
Yeah, but I think the way they are.
Hold on, I botched. Botched it. There it is. That's the one we want. There's our hero. Boy, he loves slurs, our hero.
You know what I'm saying? You fucking put some
bread.
Put fucking like some spaghetti in there. That'd be good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Fried spaghetti.
Or or something, you know what I'm saying? Or like hot dogs.
Well, I think.
Oh, if you put a hot dog in an egg roll.
Yeah, but I think the way they are is already good, though.
Yeah, that's because you're fucking. I can't say it.
All right, we already know Shaggy's very comfortable because with the R word, because he has his R card, because R.A. the Rugged Man gave him his R card, right? So what's the other slur, chat? You want you want to drop slurs in the chat? No, don't do that. Please don't do that. I'm going to turn the chat off if you start doing that. I think it was an F-bomb. I'll be honest. I think he was going to call Justin an F-bomb. You think he was going to say Jewish? You rhubarb. You big rhubarb. Ooh, that's a good replacement. That's better than regard almost. You fucking rhubarb. You fucking rhubarb. You might steal that, Sal. Yeah, rhubarb. Little Taffy with the $1.99 super chat. We can't gloss over this. There is a loose zebra running around my town. What? Is that real? Did a circus train crash in your town? What happened? Solo season. Shouts out to Jay Solo. $2 super chat. I think Jay gets an N-word pass. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't think Jay would agree with that. All right. Renee seeks safe haven from the insane kids, the insane kid posse of Shaggy Two Dope's children in the studio and joins the stream. Soccer parents that are all in on making their kids rich is a thing that he complains about next. Some sports talk that goes way over my head. Renee asks, what's Shaggy's number one misplaced item on this last tour? It's his debit card. Renee says he loses any card. Let's see. Shaggy gets a new debit card, a new card from Renee, and he says the following. Hold on, I got to pull this one up. This is a heavy unk moment from Shaggy right here.
Self-aware. He's learning.
Yes, he's
big unk energy here.
Woo!
See, it's a great day.
Wait, it's a different number on the back.
Mm-hmm. But it'll be the same pin number.
On the back.
Oh, okay. I'm better fucking put it in my pocket.
So that's their way around.
Big unk energy from Mr. Two Dope. We love you, Shaggy. We love you. Let's see. Renee wants to stretch Shaggy's peanuts and possibly his spokes. Spokes being a new slang for butthole that they learned. I like spokes. Spokes is good slang for butthole. Yo, the Lost Debit Card officially ICP merch now. I mean, that Lost Debit Card and Shaggy's Lost Chain at the bottom of Hepatitis Lake are among the rarest of ICP merch. You think anyone ever found that chain? Someone would have to have bragged if they found that chain, right? I wonder if someone ever found that fucking chain. Could it really be at the bottom of that fucking hepatitis lake still? Purely speculation. Purely speculation. Ever eat corn the long way? Shaggy talks about breaking his neck twice. No one books them in Chicago. That's why they always play Joliet. Ever eat the corn the long way? Who can launch a Faygo further, Shaggy or Jay? Possible contest at the Gathering, maybe? That would be really dope. I would love to see Shaggy and Jay launching Faygos. Here's my pitch. If you guys do that, make it a vlog. Justin, make it a vlog. Make Jay and Shaggy launch 2 liters against each other and make a vlog out of it. That's content. That's gold content right there that we want to see. They talk about bringing up... Yeah, this is bizarre. They talk about bringing up the contest, the Faygo launching contest on the Bruce Brothers podcast chat. And why doesn't Shaggy just ask him directly? Why does he want to send the fans to bring it up in the chat? That seems bizarre. Wouldn't Shaggy just be like, yo, Jay, let's do this at the Gathering? Like, let's do this contest gimmick? I thought that was weird. Shaggy asked about the OG Sheik episode of Dark Side of the Ring. That's Sabu's uncle, I believe. Rest in peace to Sabu. Sentiment is expressed. Someone asks about the chorus to Cotton Candy. Shaggy dropped out in the 10th grade and got high school equivalency. Renee leaves and Shaggy says, whoop, whoop, Ninja to her. Shaggy's favorite car was the first ever Escalade. He said his first ever car lost its brake and he still drove it around for a while, putting his feet out to slow it down like the goddamn Flintstones. Shaggy's favorite WWE heel is Gunther. Someone asked them about coming to Belgium. She says that they will be hitting Europe soon. So European dates soon. Maybe by the end of the year. Maybe next year. I don't know if that farewell tour will even happen at this point. I'll be honest. I think they might have said fuck it to the farewell tour. Like, let's just keep going. Why the fuck do a farewell tour if we're going to keep going? Corn cobs are dangerous to dogs. I did not know this. Shaggy had a dog that had 2 surgeries and eventually had to be put down from eating a corn cob. Cotton Candy and Popsicles weed will be available on the June tour. Shaggy saw the new Lilo and Stitch with Leona. Says Zach Galifianakis is in it, and he's not funny. Shaggy says if a comic does too many movies, they fall the fuck off. Shaggy and Manny says, or they die. Then there's some disagreement over how John Candy died. Manny seems to think he died from drugs. I think he died of a heart attack in his sleep. But they look it up, and John Candy did seem to have a cocaine problem. But I do think it was a heart attack in his sleep. I don't think drugs were involved with his death. Airplanes with standing seats, economy seats, so they can pack in more people like fucking sardines into these goddamn things. Cosmix is going out of business. Shaggy eats a Kinder snack while waiting for Manny to come back from the bathroom so he can guess how people died. Any word on the lineup of the Gathering? Yeah, but he's not speaking on it. So I think Shaggy might be the only one with a somewhat partial list of the lineup. But yeah, it looks like it's being worked on. At least they know. At least Shaggy knows some of the people booked on it. Let's see. Shaggy hates raisin bagels, and he has an origin story as to why. I think this is worth playing. Fuck it. This is funny to me.
So there was a bagel at my house. I thought it was supposed to be a plain bagel.
Uh-oh.
So I ate it. I didn't know it was a raisin bagel. And in my little kid mind, there were boogers in there.
Yeah.
So I immediately was like, ugh. And then now, ever since then, I've hated raisins. What do you want from
Primer
me?
55
We'll say
at the
raisins
Gathering
don't
would be
taste
hard
like
cheese.
boogers.
I will
Like,
lose
not
my
even-
shit.
Well, I believe they
I'll
don't.
shoot you in the face
I'm
with
not
that.
saying I
would be
think
so
they
dope.
do.
I hope that's
I mean, I
true.
guess I guess it would be the same consistency.
Yo, that would be fucking dope cheese. I would be so fucking down for that. Oh my God, would I be down for that? Oh yeah, there's this thing with Justin eating boogers that's discovered here.
What kind of boogers you got?
Yeah, what flavor boogers do you eat?
Not flavor.
Oh, you eat them?
He said.
Justin eats boogers.
I'm just guessing.
Just guessing.
No,
indeed.
you're the RIPs.
Nothing wrong with eating boogers. Quote, humble among. Nothing wrong with eating boogers. Happy Pride to everyone with the zebra on the Happy Pride to everyone and the zebra on the loose. Shouts out to Joe with the $9.99 super chat. Much appreciated. Helps out tremendously. Cheese, if Primer gets booked, I'm probably gonna walk up to you and cry. Shouts out to the Hooligans. Yeah, there might be a Do the Death versus Hooligans death match at the Gathering. Purely speculation. It seems like the beef is getting hot between my boys and the Hooligans. I don't know. That might be a thing. They do the RIPs next. Ed Gale, who played Chucky in the Chucky movies, on probation for soliciting a minor. Shaggy has an impression of Mr. Gale that's pretty funny. Let's see.
All that stuff. Met up with a minor trying to solicit sex.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Not that cool.
He's like, I'm the same size as you.
I don't know why he talked like that.
Shaggy really been flexing his impressions lately on the show. I'm here for it. If you saw one of the videos I did recently, he was doing DJ Clay impressions that were fire. Phil Robertson from Duck Dynasty. Duck Dynasty scooped ZZ Top's heat. Shaggy got bit in the face by a dog, but he was on his hands and knees barking at the dog, so I think he might have deserved it. Manny says Duck Dynasty guy had a rough life. Shaggy asks if he was raised by ducks. Amazing joke, by the way. Props, Shaggy. I don't think anyone gave you your flowers for how fucking amazing that joke was. Being raised by ducks, dog? Come on. Come on, chat. Ducks in the chat, please. Daniel Williams, drummer for Devil Wears Prada, died in a Cessna plane crash, crashed in a fucking residential neighborhood, too. Let's see. Shaggy shares his house insurance coverage. Let's see, right there. Oh my God, get lost.
Insurance for a plane crashing in your house. That's fucked up.
I'm just saying. You just have to have.
Are you backed up on your
insurance?
plane insurance? Your plane damage insurance?
Yeah, I got that coverage.
Okay.
Just to be safe. I also got a case of meteorite hits my house.
Yeah.
A UFO. Or a fucking wild man.
Or
Duck Dynasty shoots it up with his M16.
There you go. Duck Dynasty.
All right, he's out of here. Manny, you're going to be sad over this one. We're going to have to do a little investigation into this one,
Almost
too.
done, baby.
Peter Kwong.
Wrapping up now. Oh, get out of here, reminders. All right, more RIPs. Peter Kwong from Big Trouble in Little China. Shaggy sings In the Thunder. They watch some Big Trouble in Little China clips. Chicago Mike from Kool and the Gang. Shaggy is turning into a square pussy instead of a slit-shaped one. Rick Derringer, who did the Hulk Hogan theme, died. I did not know that, by the way. Shaggy talks about smoking weed. Manny calls him himself a connoisseur. Apparently, Manny has been taking RSO for his back pain. Someone has a message held for bullying. They do the Mr. Wizard world book there, Mr. Wizard Supermarket Science. Shaggy is very critical of this children's science experiment book. They clear the cache. Walmart and Myers greeters. Shaggy had a greeter who was just looking at his phone, and that made him angry. Justin doesn't like when they greet him, and Shaggy calls him a social recluse. Let's see. Shaggy has a problem with Carrie Underwood's song, Before He Cheats. He feels a type of way. Renee must have been bumping that in the whip, and Shaggy felt a type of way about that. I'm assuming Renee was bumping Carrie Underwood's before he cheats, and Renee felt a type of way. Let's see. Shaggy's dog Bear had scabby nuts, and he used to throw dog food and rocks at his nuts. Shaggy struggles with the word investigative. Shaggy was peeping the stamps, having forever crossed out at the post office in the display, and asked why they do that. Turns out it's just because of their display. Shaggy talks about the stamp trap house, how that would be a possible side hustle. Biggie couldn't use Biggie Smalls because it was copyrighted by another rapper who was a 14-year-old named Biggie Smalls, a little kid rapper. Shaggy says, fuck you to Tim Bigelow, and they're out. All right, that's about it. That's about all. Thank you, chat, for joining us. I'm going to get out of here and go eat dinner with the lovely Emily. I love you guys. Whoop, whoop. Thank you for joining me. New stuff and things coming soon, I'm sure. I don't know what the next video I'm going to work on. I got a bunch of shit in my videos I want to make folder, so we'll know. Yeah, that's it. That's it. God damn it, that's it. We're done. I'm going to eat dinner. All right, love you guys. Whoop, whoop. Have a good night. I hope you like the new sound, the new mic. Let me know in the comments what you think, how it sounds. Should it be louder? All right, anyway. Love you guys. Whoop, whoop. Have a good night. End broadcast.